Scorched Bones, a desert Wendigo horror story. Part 1, by CE Stories. They say the desert doesn't forgive, but they don't tell you it can think. They don't tell you it can lie, that it can mimic the things you love, the things you fear, that it can watch and wait. I went into the Sonoran for peace, space, solitude, maybe some leftover magic in the dust. I wasn't hunting ghosts or legends. I just wanted to be alone with my camera and the ruin of things. But I found something else out there. Something old. Something that doesn't need cold to hunt. It started with the heat, the kind that cooks your sweat before it reaches your skin. I'd taken a detour, one of those bone-dry back roads that snake past the border and into nothing. The Jeep didn't like it. 30 miles of sand-blasted hell, and the engine started coughing like it was on its deathbed. My radiator screamed, and my AC gave out. Still, I pushed on. I'd seen a dead mining town marked on an old map, Queta. Spanish for remains or stay behind, depending on how poetic you want to get. But Queta didn't show up on any GPS. I should have turned back. The road narrowed until it disappeared, swallowed by sun-baked earth. That's when the voices started. At first, it was just static. Soft, broken hissing through my old walkie, which I kept around in case of emergency. But then something slipped between the static. A whisper, stretched out like melting plastic. Female. Faint. Help. It's so hot. I'm still here. I thought it was a solar flare messing with frequencies, or maybe a radio tower left over from some smuggler outfit. But it wasn't just once. It repeated. Same voice, same words, the exact same cadence. Help! It's so hot. I'm still here. Like a broken loop. Like it wanted me to hear it. By the time I set up camp near the shell of a crumbled water station, the sun had dipped low, smearing the sky red and purple. The Jeep was dead. No signal. Just the wind wheezing through busted windows and the metal-on-metal whine of a distant windmill. I ate a granola bar and drank half a bottle of water. Didn't feel real. The heat had sunk into my bones. I felt baked, lightheaded. That night, I dreamed of something chewing. Teeth on bone, wet lips smacking, over and over. When I woke up, the tent smelled like burnt pork. There were footprints outside, bare, long, wrong. The toes curled downward, and the heel dragged like whoever, or whatever, made them didn't quite know how to walk. Then I found the coyote, or what was left of it. Its body was slumped against a rock 15 feet from my camp, open, split from sternum to groin like someone had tried to climb inside it. Ribs bent outward, charred. Skin blackened and shredded like it had been peeled. And the eyes, gone. Hollow. With 2 thin lines of blood dragging down its face, like it had wept before it died. I should have left. Should have started walking until my feet broke open. But the voice came again. Louder. Help me. I'm so hungry. It wasn't static anymore. It was inside the tent. I tore the flap open and nothing was there, but the air was thick, greasy, like something had been breathing in it. Watching. I felt its weight, even if I couldn't see it. That's when I realized I wasn't alone. Off in the dunes, something moved, just at the edge of the flashlight's reach. Thin, crawling. Its limbs were too long. Its spine jutted up like a row of broken knives under flesh. I could hear its bones grinding as it moved. Click, click, click. It stopped, slowly raised its head, and I swear to God, it was wearing a face. A human face. Pale, dry, cracked, like it had been stretched and dried in the sun. It opened its mouth, too wide, unhinged, and what came out was my voice. "Hey, are you okay?" Hey, are you okay?" It mocked me, over and over, like it had memorized the words and didn't understand what they meant. I backed into the Jeep, slammed the door, locked it, sat there shaking while the thing circled the vehicle. I couldn't see it anymore, but I heard the scraping of nails. I heard it dragging itself around me, slow and patient. And then, silence, until I heard it again, inside the Jeep. Not moving, not touching, just breathing. Slow, wet, loud enough to rattle the rearview mirror. I turned around. Nothing. No one. Just the smell. That same burned meat scent, mixed with dust and rot and something ancient. Like something that had died 100 years ago and decided to keep dying just to see what it could become. The sun came up eventually, but it didn't save me. Because the desert doesn't need night to kill you. That was just the first night, and I haven't slept since.
Thank you for watching Cryptid Encounter Stories. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more terrifying tales of the unknown. Your support helps keep the stories alive and the monsters lurking. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and always keep an eye on the shadows.